just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Come out throwing. Gets made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Completion makes it second down. Shotgun, it's a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's third down, opening drive of this conference championship game. Pick up the first down through the air. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
But when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Jayhawks will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it to the left. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
To go with the ground game here, running back takes the handoff. But only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
7th play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he
want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Will keep it on the ground here. He's past the marker and still going. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. It's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, you really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Ball handed off. Inside the 45. Tackle made after a big gain, all the way to the 36.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Quarterback still with the football. Got the first down and still motoring. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
QB keeper all the way. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, USC.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Nice game, moves the ball to the 47. Another first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
Well, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, when real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's picked off in the end zone. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A big defensive score.
That is a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. After the handoff. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. The Jayhawks will bring their punt team on the field now. Coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Breaking free at midfield. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end
this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together with this drive. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right, and it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's an outbound, the catch made. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running back has it on a screen now, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
It seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you've got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
You made it. 3 points on the board.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play, and they keep it going. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, second down and 15. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Screen to the wide receiver. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. And now the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. The Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. Punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. Here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway was a huge play for this defense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Trojans offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be 1st down yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's caught. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. See what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. before the snap. Design quarterback run. It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now. The Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. The wideout goes in motion. Receiver makes the catch. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Tight end goes in motion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Great call here on 3rd down to go with the option. He decides to keep it himself, get some yards, but not enough for the first down. Interesting call coming up now on 4th.
So now on comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 38 yards out. Down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Play stop on 1st down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. With the catch, it's O'Neal. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. And the quarterback dropping back. Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Coverage. The DB's backing up now. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for man final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Jayhawks will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. They stop them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs.
And come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Kansas offense is back out there now. First down, going to throw the football. They'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. Jayhawks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On first down, it's play action. Looking for the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Jayhawks are in the red zone. On the ground here. Enter the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Jayhawks. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they convert the point after, but still trail by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. the USC offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Powering through. Gain moves the ball to a 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works really well here. Big people out front being physical, pick up the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Wide open downfield. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Inside deals now from the shotgun. There's a stiff arm. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Trojans' offense is on the move now. Catch made by the tight end. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Now it's second down here. Short completion to the tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. The Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back in motion now. Makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5. They'll give it to the running back.
Blocking on this touchdown run. The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Now from the 25. They start the drive with an end-around play. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Makes it second and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Wow, a third hit tonight by the QB. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Well, cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! This offense cannot be stopped.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, not quite through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Catch made on the right side.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That picks up a 1st down. He'll spot it at the 39.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Looking to throw yet again. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it! Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. He's throwing for it on 4th down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it down there inside the 35.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. What I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Screen pass complete to the running back. You bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
And it's a bunch formation. Now tackling him for a loss of 5 yards.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Grinding away with their running game. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Try and muscle for the first down. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. The Trojans will line up now. It's first and goal. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down play coming up. It's victory formation. Quarterback will kneel down. The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. This one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.